Hello, my cabbages. Welcome back to another mapping video. This isn't your usual thing, because this is a family tree. So, we have all the stuff we described before. I don't have any names on here. Here's the first ruler. So the big rings with the, the brightness in the center means they are a ruler, king or queen, and then the dashed lines means they're dead. All this being red means they're from the red team, and these being cyan means they're from the cyan team. I was gonna do more, but then I realized none of that's really necessary. I'm gonna do more later. The blue team's really just a straight line of succession. Green team, I don't know. Purple team, I don't know, but I'll figure that out later. The red team's most interesting. The squares basically just mean that's a female. Because, well, the squares are just female, so there's two females on this tree right now, one here and one here, but that's just because they're important females. There's of course more females that are been born. They're just the two most important females on this tree, or really only important females on this tree. Yeah, I'll update this as it goes, when different leaders die, but this is the most important part, and it's looking pretty cool. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna put the first little thing for this video is gonna be related to this. We have the leader of the cyan team dying. Leader of cyan team dies, which of course means that we got the cyan team being put off to, their son. Being put off to their son, which means that they gotta. I made this so I could upgrade this fairly quickly. As you can see, I am. There we go. So now their son's the ruler. So yeah, they got their ruling son, and then don't mind me just doing a little bit. Nope. Don't mind me. Yeah, so they got their ruling son. And the reason why I put this female here is that this is the ruler that's competing. This ruler and these two people, this person. Yeah, let me just highlight it. This person and this person are fighting for the throne. So the leader of the new leader of the cyan team is more morally aligned with this person than this person, which honestly this person's probably better right here, at ruling. So they actually proposed may I marry your daughter, because times are different, and you would ask their father if you could marry their daughter, not the actual person that you're gonna marry. Yeah, but the father says yes, thank you, marry my daughter. So the sign is now supporting rebels in the red team, basically, which of course the red team is not happy about. So yeah, of course the red team's not happy about this. Let me go this family tree, and then let's exit the void again, and also boom and boom. There we go. Here we go, here's the map again. So the red team, of course, isn't happy about this. So the red team leader decides, what's really nice here? War. So this is going to be a very family tree focused episode, which is going to be hopefully very cool. So we got the red team invading this blue team area, cyan team area, the cyan team area, and also over here, and they're like, whoa, okay, damn, I guess we really shouldn't support those rebel groups, or supported the ill successors, as they say. So what happens is now, because all this fighting, and of course the people that support the other guy, there is another rebellion at the capital. This is not the first time that this happened. Happened last episode also, but this rebellion's even stronger than it was before. Basically, yeah, literally just being stronger, and more people joining it, and the rebellion storms the king's castle, which of course is in the capital, and executes the king. So, of course, with all the little stuff we have, let me just, good enough. with all of the stuff we have here, well, we now have this guy is dead, of course, because, well, you know, they're no longer living because they were killed by the rebels. So we have the boom, dead, which means that we have new king happening here. This guy becoming a new king because, well, you know, that's the most likely candidate. But the thing is, this guy's a lot younger than his older brother, because, you know, this older brother, like 10 years younger. So their mother is really a regent for them, so their mother is actually the one kind of with the power here. But, like, for the people, it's actually the teen here. Because you gotta remember, even if you want to support these people were, the people, I mean, they have the better rulers, but also, they were doing it for sexist means, but, this guy is even worse than his brother. That's all I'm gonna say right now. This guy is even worse than his brother, with managing and ruling the country, which only inflames the rebellion more. Yeah, creating massive area, which of course allows the Cyan team to kind of regain ground because, well, their enemy kind of is dealing with other things, if you know what I mean. AKA rebellion, so they're actually gaining some ground and territory, which is definitely good for them, of course. And the red team's like, no, connecting these two areas, forming a coastal area, and the red team can't completely let this slide, but, like, it's hard to stop when you're, you know, spreading. They're trying to push us back, but it can only go so far. And the Cyan team is, of course, supporting this rebellion to help them, because, you know, married ruler, and it's really, this rebellion really not going well. And just a month after the previous ruler died, this, you know, the worst ruler came on, and now this worst ruler is dead from the same rebellion. You can say, this is a very unstable time. Wait, I'm the wrong size. Yeah, you could say this is a very unstable time. So now, what actually happens is our first female monarch. From this happening, we have their mom, because they have one child, but their child, like I said, they're already young. Their child, this guy was maybe like 20 when he died, so old enough to stay on his own for a bit. But, like, his child's like a 1-year-old. He can't rule. Like, a 1-year-old can't rule. So we actually got our first queen, yes, which of course I'm going to mark by. I literally just made the circle last time and then just added corners like this. I know, crazy. Oop. No, no, so yeah, we got our first queen, which is actually real dope. And this queen's actually gonna rule for quite a bit, but yeah. So we got, and this queen is actually, like, really nice queen. This queen is way more stable than the previous, 2 rulers have been. Oh wait, not the elevation map. The previous 2 rulers have been. And also just better at managing things, making sure to quell the rebellion, and yeah, and the Cyan team retreats, having more land, which the queen is not completely happy about, but not much they can do, because, you know, their 2 sons were kind of stupid. So yeah, we got actually a queen on the throne of the red team, and they're actually a good ruler, and they're actually coming to the throne at the age of 49. So already old, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm making some time stuff by making a family tree, but, like, I'm not naming much of this. So yeah, we got an old queen here, and she's actually starting to produce a little bit of a golden age for the red team. Not quite yet, but, like, they're starting to actually do pretty well. They're better for themselves than they were before, which is pretty easy to do because, you know, before they weren't doing too well. So they're actually going to expand and explore in the region, you know, kind of inland and coastally. Because, you know, the red team, it can be a great empire again. Not really empire. Not empire. So yeah, we got red team expanding. So if we look at it now, we have red team at 1,657 pixels, blue team at 2,150 or 35 pixels, purple team at 910 pixels, cyan team at 207 pixels, and green team at 1,240 pixels. Honestly, even though the cyan team has way less pixels than the purple team, they might be equal power-ish because the cyan team has a lot of coastline. It's actually doing pretty well for themselves. The cyan team actually wants to expand a bit more, so they're going to create a little bit of a colonial area out here so they don't have to fight for more land. So, yeah. Because, you know, they're pretty sandwiched in here. And some of these far areas are becoming hard to control. But with boat technology, like, the cyan team has, like, the best boat technology by far. Like, you know, definitely not highest population-wise or anything, but, like, they got some killer boat technology now. What was that? Technology? So yeah, they got their killer boat technology. The purple team's also exploring this area. It actually connects up with this area to finally make sure that this is an island. Even sailing across the sea to see what's over here. And yeah, we got the entire island being explored. If you want to see elevation map, it's pretty flat. We got some rivers. Pretty fat island. Pretty flat island. Okay, cab. Yeah, so we got them expanding a bit more around the island, so they're really, you know, taking on, like, most of the northern coast of the island. And, well, the blue team's the biggest team right now, and honestly, well, before I would definitely say they're the strongest team, but with the red team's new queen, actually, the red team's starting to catch up. But right now, I would say blue team first, red team in a fairly close second, definitely closer than they were before. Then third would be green team, fourth would be purple team, and fifth would be cyan team. Sorry, cyan team, you're just kind of the small guy. But yeah, the green team still is keeping good third. The green team also just exploring some areas up their coast. Wait, what? Why do I keep on... Okay, I could have sworn I had that selected, but sure. Exploring areas up their coast. Yeah, we have these different areas just being explored. This area, all shallow waters here, and of course them expanding. Oh, nope, wrong layer. Nope, redo that. Ugh, paint.net sometimes, am I right? So we got them just kind of expanding in this area, expanding up the coast and expanding onto this peninsula, so expanding quite a bit for themselves, so good for the green team. Yeah, green team's finding itself to be fairly big now, which is definitely good for them. Yeah, I might make, you know, a family tree for them later. But what happens is, you know, a decent bit of time passes as these countries slowly expand. Going back to this layer, we have this person. Well, actually, they got old enough. Yeah, let me just. They got old enough to have a child. Crazy. So let me Control C, and then why is that? Why do I have notifications on my phone? There we go. Silent mode. I usually keep it on silent mode. I don't know why I wasn't on silent mode. Oh wait, I didn't hit Control C. Control C, Control V. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we got a new guy here. That's of course, you know, joining the family. So yeah, this queen's still remaining in power. She's like in her 60s now. Old, definitely old, but like still helping boost her nation. So it's actually pretty impressive how old she's getting. And she's getting old enough that even her grandson is dying. Because, yeah, her grandson. Oh, let me just, her grandson? Dead. Crazy. Then we also have this guy, the other pretender. Also, or yeah, he called him the pretender. He's gonna be, this guy's the old pretender, this guy's the young pretender, basically. And also, now these two officially have a child. Because, you know, they got married, they're being happy, and they're, you know, having children. Crazy. I described to you about the children. So yeah, they have a child over here, kind of officially uniting their two sides. So yeah, good for them. Yeah. I mean, like, news, crazy news. So yeah, this is going well, family expanding, and yeah. Yeah, pretty much, sure, yeah, probably, yes. Capses and Diblissa, like, Sign team, really trying to expand these areas, making a pretty big coastal area here. So yeah, they got a lot of, like, I could make a sea control map, that could be fun. They got a lot of sea control here, actually. So yeah, good for them. And we got the blue team continuing to expand because they're still a strong nation. And of course the red team under their queen continuing to expand because they're actually doing pretty well under their new queen, which by this time is not really new, and they're actually experiencing a bit of a mini golden age. Like, trade's doing well, like, you know, life is feeling good, you know, health care is improving or something like that, very slowly. I don't know, it's just going well in the red team right now. And honestly, so well that the blue team's kind of been caught slacking. They're probably now on, like, Prontorio, like, the 5th or something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna say they're on Prontorio the 5th by now, because they've been keeping, like, basically a straight line of kings. The blue team's been caught slacking enough that the red team is actually caught up. The red team's actually now stronger than the blue team. Not by much, but, like, you know, by, like, maybe, like, if they fought in a war, like, the red team might win by, like, 1 battle or something like that, but, like, the red team's still stronger, and yeah, the red team's really kind of taking the blue team by surprise that, like, they're kind of being surpassed. So yeah. We got that happening, so the blue team kind of feels like, ooh, and expands, which you might think on paper, you know, paper sounds good, but all this expansion is, not stable. Like, oh, yeah, a lot of expansion. And, I mean, before they can snatch all this, we got the green team forming a little colony over there so they can control this strait better. We got also the purple team, taking over the northern portion. But, you know, knocking them off. But still. Yeah, the blue team expanded maybe a bit too far, a bit too fast. Like, all that maybe in a month. Yeah. And you know what this means? Well, you know, actually, I'm gonna tell you before I do the thing. They are at 3,799 pixels compared to the red team, only 2,136 pixels, and the green team, 2,000 pixels, like 2,000 pixels exactly. That's actually kind of funny. And purple team, 1,979 pixels, and the cyan team, 446 pixels. But, you know, 2,000 pixels exactly on the green team, apparently. Well, who would have seen this company? The blue team, has a rebellion. I know, crazy. Wait, let me just... Nah. Let's make this like a dark blue color. The blue team rebellion, It's gotta be like a similar color. Yeah, we got the outskirts of the blue team beginning to rebel because, well, they expanded too quickly and they want a more stable government. So, Prontorio the Fifth, well, not looking good. And they immediately align themselves with the Cyan team, which thus means that they align themselves against the red team, but that's really just because they like the Cyan team. And Prontorio can't just let this stand. Like, my boy Prontorio the Fifth. Damn. His great, like, a couple greats, grandpa would have been, so disappointed in him. I guess I just had a lot of generations already. I don't know, the red team's been more, like, erratic, I guess. Maybe not Prontorio the Fifth, Prontorio the Fourth, I'll say. I'll say he's the fourth Prontorio. Well, I actually made it so one of them I called him Talfatar, or something. Wait, what did I call them? I have a family tree. Talfatar. So they weren't a Prontorio, so they would still be the fifth generation. But of course, we got this new rebellion. Still, joining. And what happens is actually, the new rebellion is actually being spearheaded by Prontorio the Fifth's younger brother. So yeah, we got, because, well, he kind of wanted more power, and honestly, his younger brother is just, like, a better guy. His younger brother is a good military strategist, and, he's just better at ruling a country. This guy's name is, Montovir? Yeah, sure, Montovir, whatever that's supposed to mean. This guy's name is Montovir, later to be Montovir the First. So yeah, we got Montovir's army pushing into the blue team because Montovir is actually a capable guy, and the blue team is like, oh no, please, but is forced to finally resign to his younger brother. Yeah, settling in the truest sense of the word. So yeah, you know how the blue team was like over 3,000 pixels? Well, it's actually only 1,838 pixels, meaning smaller than the green team and the red team. It's even smaller than the purple team. And its rebellion is bigger than 1,961 compared to 1,838, so, sorry, blue team. Been eclipsed a bit. Yep. Yeah, your younger brother eclipsed you, so I'm gonna have to put that to the family tree next time. It's a pretty good video today, and I think that will be all, and goodbye, my cabbages.